Johannes Buhlmann, Olbendorfer Weg 70, USA 1551 5 13403 Berlin 2015, 17. Dezember. Thomas M. Cronan, Georgetown University, 37th and O Streets Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20057 USA. Dear Professor Cronan, paleologically not long ago, June 1989 AD, research vessel Alcor, the new Alcor of course, was to put into service. A first lieutenant explained to naval review visitors the 3.5-inch gun of an unknown destroyer as caliber 105 mm. For you it would be enough, unknown lieutenant replied, my correct calcul 88 mm. Probably the truth. Now back to him. It was an unrealistic scene at Kiel Piers in spring 1989. Not a dozen yards northeast of the United States Navy destroyer, a Baltic Red Banner Fleet rocket cruiser had moored. 180,000 horsepower, 20,000 tons, shape how appearing like an adult PT boat. Recently, research vessel Sonne took the northern route to America, making its maiden voyage. My heart missed an extra beat when my ears listened to Sonne's equipped with a Fächerlot sonar array. That's my baby. It was Professor Siedler at IFM, Institut für Meereskunde, known as IFM Geomar, to whom I did explain the idea of taking a row of sonar air guns and time the ground reflexes of the inevitably emanating grid of interfering sound waves. It seems as if in the late 1980s, Nimitz-class computing power was necessary to bring some insight to the abysses of the deep sea with a little help of my baby Fächerlot. Now, in 2015, about 10 years after I have switched to biology, got to get several unpleasant insights to mediquacks, I heard about no one ever since Monsieur Picard did reach the ground of Marian Rift, Marianengraben. Immediately an idea emerged. Well, in 1989, as a second semester student, I was granted with a job in the laboratory and forgot to talk about my baby array, sonar, and other physical properties of water. But now, times have changed dramatically. Nihilism again rules the waves of German minds. Totalitarianism is on its way, and I would prefer to bite off my tongue but not tell anyone about maybe my next baby, a reliable light shall to stand abyssal 0.11 GPA. Anyone but to who helps me get out of this totalitarian psychiatric special detention camp, same as it ever was. Visitors at Wilhelm Sanderhaus Station 10b allowed daily from 4 to 6 p.m. But now, something completely different. Coriolis forces and Earth and Moon's revolution are neglected in calculating movement of Earth's crusts. With tribute to Alfred Wegener, the Einstein of tectonics, I would like to introduce them now and introduce Moon's and Earth's chaotic resonance as a starting point of polarity change. Thank you, especially for page 33, Paleoclimates Geological Timescale. Greenland now is lifting 1 to 3 centimeters per year as a consequence of melting ice sheet. Located in the northern hemisphere, this causes a mathematical positive angular momentum around Greenland's center of mass. Depending on the speed of the lift, total amount of lift roughly will be some 10 meters if all ice melts. Resulting angular forces may dissipate in the North American plate, a minor increase of St. Andreas tectonics probably results. Anyway, recently, at eastern coasts of South America and western coasts of Africa, missing layers of sedimentations were proved, fitting on timescale to before the scattering of Gondwana, or was it Pangea, to the Americas, Africa, and India. Further, if one may take the fun to calculate the Coriolis movement of all four lands, following a lift after Adiabato catastrophic melting of a super Antarctic-size ice shield, resulting trajectories perfectly fit to known tectonic velocities. Taken together, the missing fossils and Coriolis-like trajectories, little doubt is left on Hundeklo's theory of ice cap melting Coriolis force modifications of tectonics. Hick, MCMT. Hundeklo theory of ice cap melting Coriolis force modification of tectonics. Hick, MCMT. Some years ago, researchers did succeed to calculate a model of Earth's magnetic field. Success did mean to take a given results using some supercomputer, and after a year and a day or so, several gigateraflops later, the wishful result resulted. To me, this feels very frustrating. A kitchen machine running at about 5,000 turns per minute as a two-dimensional model for oscillation of the common center of mass of Moon and Earth, combined with a saucer, brought the chaotic solution of the dynamic system of different spheres of the Earth, moving with different angular velocities, eventually leading to a flipping magnetic field, or a saucer laying on the top of the mixer, frictionless, rotating perpendicular to the axis of the mixing engine, chaotically changing from positive to negative sense of rotation. See graph. Sincerely yours.